Hello and welcome to episode 21 of Tragic 2 podcast. It's Dan and Sursh here. On this week's show, we're going to be talking, because we've had a lot of them, about tech fails.
Tech fails. It's the story of my life, really. Yeah. I mean, I can barely send an email, which I've discussed before. Mm-hmm. It doesn't work well for me. Look, it goes back to when I was in school. I failed the ECDL course that we had to do in school. I failed it.
Wow.
Because I didn't know how to open Word.
You didn't know how to double click? No. Wow.
But I didn't. I don't even know how to organise a spreadsheet or how that works. Like how do you get the columns on it?
Yeah, no, I know. I did the same. Now, I didn't fail ECDL. I passed it with flying colours. But if you put I have to do rosters now, and the way I do my rosters is I opened up a template that the previous person that had been in before me had, and I just changed the dates on it as opposed to creating a new one, because
that's perfect.
I haven't a clue how she did all of those things.
But thank God for apps and stuff that can help you along, because I sometimes have to send invoices and I wouldn't have a clue how to do up an invoice if it wasn't for an app that will help me. It literally is the template.
And actually, on Microsoft Word, you have templates now where you can type in invoice or you could type in calendar or whatever.
Exactly.
And it'll do it for you.
10 years ago, you could have done that.
Yeah.
So at least that's helping slightly. Mm. But still, I would go to write an email and I don't know how, when you're trying to type an email and all the text just goes in one line.
Oh, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Enter. And it goes on a different line.
Oh. As in, when you're texted away.
Yeah.
Or what's it called?
Typing
away.
Oh my God.
Texting, typing.
How do you live?
Actually, I don't own a laptop.
What do you mean you don't own a laptop?
So my laptop broke and I don't own a new one. So I don't have
that's broken.
That broke, yeah.
Oh.
That laptop was ancient. It could barely even turn on. So I don't own a laptop now. So I really struggle.
So what do you do?
I do my phone.
Oh my God. Wow.
Do I still press enter on the phone? Oh no, it's the other bar
what's
thing.
It called? It's called return on the keyboard. Return.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's harder to do it on my phone then.
Wow.
So I don't own a laptop. I'm probably the only person in this year, 2024, that does not own a laptop.
Jesus. That's really bad.
I don't need one. Well, I kind of do.
But you kind of do.
I'm getting away with it.
Yeah. No, I did. I passed ECDL, but I couldn't. Spreadsheets I cannot hack at all. But it's not just things that you can't do on a computer or whatever. We're talking about, because it's happened to me quite a lot. Have you ever sent a text message to the wrong person?
Happens all the time. Now, I don't know about WhatsApp, okay? When you send a message, so I have my last scene not turned on because I don't want people knowing that I'm available to talk.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't like responding immediately.
Yeah.
And I usually do open it immediately, but I don't want them to know that. Mm-hmm. So if you send a message and you delete it, it comes up delete for me or delete for everyone. I have pressed the delete for everyone and they have still received that message.
Yeah.
So they've lied. WhatsApp are lying to us.
It still comes up on their phone. Sursh has deleted this message.
Yes.
And you're like, what the hell was that? And you're like, what do you mean, what was that?
I wanted to be discreet.
Yeah.
And it's really obvious.
Yeah.
Why would you delete a message if it's not going to be...
And I have sent a text message about a person to that person.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I have to.
Because my mind just goes into this and I'm so actively talking about this person.
Yeah.
That when I then go to, I should always do 2 first, which I never do. But my mind is just so in auto drive with this person that when I go to 2, I type in that person's name and send.
I once sent a graphic picture to a boss that we know.
Oh dear.
By accident. On WhatsApp. It wasn't
how
that bad, but it was a bit of a how you doing, and it was with how you doing. And he responded saying, I don't think this message was for me, because I didn't cop on. When I'd sent it, it wasn't that I was trying to delete it frantically. I didn't realise. So I was waiting for the person I was intending to send it to message back with something similar, and I did not get a message from that person, instead from the boss.
Wow.
Saying, I don't think that was meant for me.
I have called a previous boss the C word.
That's what I was going to ask you. Would you prefer to do something like that? Send your boss the C word or a graphic picture? I think I'd prefer to send the graphic picture.
I think I'd prefer the graphic picture
What
as well.
happened? What happened?
Because I was talking like that. I was talking about this former boss to somebody else, and I went to go. We had all gotten an email or something like that, and it was like a fucking stupid email that shouldn't have been an email. And I went to type what an effing or what a fucking to somebody else, but sent it to her.
Now, what did she say? Did you know immediately that you sent it to her?
Not like immediately. It's only when you go back and I go, why is she at the top? No.
Oh yeah.
And I went in, and now it deleted. I'm not sure, because I think you can only delete for both of you if the person hasn't seen it yet.
Well, that's what I thought. I don't think it's true.
No, I think it is true.
Well,
because I've tried this before, and this person, like the person could see it, and I tried to delete it, and it would only delete for me.
And so
but it will go back that it will go back that the person has deleted the text.
Yeah.
And they're like, what are you doing? But this person, by the time I went back in, realized that I had sent it to this person, it was way too late.
No.
And
like, how'd you go back from that? If
Daniel
you say
was
something
reprimanded.
Horrendous. Where are you?
I was, HR.
Really?
Yeah.
When was this?
Oh, this was, when this person was in, so it was before COVID anyway.
I need to know who this is.
You remember all the struggles I was having with this person?
I didn't think you sent.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. But I'm kind of like, this person is not going to be in any position ever again to have any sort of influence over my career progression.
I know, but still, they could have.
Oh no, and I'm convinced that's what was sort of with her one of the many nails in the coffin.
And you wouldn't be able to go back from that. Like, if you were in a position that you're really happy
when you call your boss the C word,
there's no going back. You can't say, sorry, I was having a bad day. Sorry, I hate myself. I will do anything.
Sorry, I hate you.
Yeah, you actually can't. You're just effed.
Yeah.
Oh, that is horrendous.
Yeah, it was so bad. And I remember ringing the person that it was intended to send to, and I went, "You'll never believe what I've just done." And she goes, "What?" And I said, "I just called her."
Maybe she didn't know what that word was, because I know who you're talking about now.
She
did. Yeah.
Well knew.
She's probably been she's probably been told it.
Yeah, a couple of times because it was true, every little bit of it. Yeah.
Oh dear.
So and I've done that a couple of times.
Yeah, I've had it done to me actually in a family WhatsApp group by my mother. Who's not going to like this if she hears it, but I was going out with somebody who was an actor at the time, and he was he 3 years younger than me? 3 years younger than me. And she had messaged into the group by accident. She was meant to message her friend saying that I was going out with an actor, and hopefully he won't break my heart because he's, so successful, and he's also 3 years younger than me. Sent it to the family WhatsApp group. They were all like, "Ma'am, what are you doing? You've just put this in the wrong thing." And then she writes back going, "Oh, sorry, Sursh, I was only looking out for you." Like, thanks, Mom.
Wow. Or like when because we all do it, we take a screenshot of something, and sometimes it's a message from something.
Yeah.
But what you forget to do is you forget to have a complete look at the picture that you're about to send, and whether or not there's other messages within that chat that you've screenshotted that
I know where
need
this
to be
is going.
taken out.
Your mother.
Oh no, nothing to do with my mother.
But you remember what your mother did regarding your sister? Wasn't that the WhatsApp message where she put the picture? Do you know what? That wasn't you. That was somebody else.
Yeah,
somebody else's mother. I thought it was you.
No.
Now I'm remembering who it was. Someone we both are friends with. Their sister was flying home as a surprise.
Oh no.
Yes. And it was all quiet, and the mother knew about this, and it was between the two of them.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know how she managed to do this. She screenshot her daughter's flight details and put it as the family WhatsApp picture.
Shitting hell.
So they all knew her sister was coming home.
That's
like
dreadful.
how does that even happen? Like if
Imagine-
you were told to do that, you wouldn't be able to do it.
And because like there's a lot of planning that goes into that. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of like, money obviously that goes into that if you're flying home from somewhere.
Ruining the surprise by
Oh, wow.
actually putting the flight details as the profile picture.
I'd actually get back on the plane and fuck off back.
I know.
I'd be like, right, fuck you.
What is the point? What is
How
the point?
dare you ruin my big surprise?
Oh no, I can't.
But like there's been loads like
I nearly did it with Instagram before, with a saved picture, where I always take pictures on my phone by accident. I don't know how to take a picture, when your phone is closed. Like I don't know how you do that. I know you can open
do
the
you
camera.
not?
I don't, but I manage to do it all the time by accident. I'm taking my phone out and I take pictures of bloody random things by accident. But I nearly put up like a screenshot of something I'd sent my friend that was really bad on somebody else. And I nearly put that on my Instagram story. Because again, I was busy doing something and I was on my phone and I was like, oh, you're putting that on your stories. Delete immediately.
yeah. Oh God.
But thankfully no one had seen it.
Yeah. I mean like it's the easiest thing in the world to do. And then like if it does go up somewhere like a story or you tweet something accidentally that you shouldn't, and then other people can take screenshots of that and go,
Oh yeah, 100%.
hold it against you, like.
Yeah.
My favorite one of your tech fails.
Oh no, I've many. I really have
My
many.
favorite one, and we it was one of our earlier podcasts. We spoke about this. Was when you got locked out of your email account.
Yeah, it was bad.
And was like genuinely there for 40 minutes because this pops up on my Facebook memories every year.
But you know what the tragic thing is? I'm back obviously working for that company.
Yeah.
And I still can't set up
Your email.
Well, I have to get paid through this system thing.
Oh yes, yeah.
And
yeah.
I have had to ring them multiple times and it's ringing the UK.
Get you set up.
Can't do it. They have been trying to help me and
And it's FM 104 instead
104.
of what you had FM 04 and trying to figure out how you couldn't log in.
It's still my problem though. It's still something I'm doing wrong. But you know what? I was only thinking about this yesterday. I had a really bad tech fail because I was on my phone. My storage is always full. Okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of emails, I have an old email address. I still have a Hotmail.
Do you?
I still have a
Does that
Hotmail.
still exist?
Yeah. Now it's not my old one, which was like sexy Sursh at whatever.
Sexy Sursh.
Sexy Sursh 16 at hotmail.com or whatever it was, right? I got rid of that one. But I somehow managed to still use one that I do have. And so I got someone to set up the email, so your emails pop up. I don't know how to do that. They sync up. So I've got my work one.
Yeah,
I've got that old one and now I've got a different one. And that one, the old one is full. Now I still use that for, signing up to things or in shop or whatever. I give that old one. But it was like storage is full. And I was adamant that I was going to unfill that so I could get the new emails that were coming through. I don't know what the fuck I did. I spent hours yesterday trying to clear it out. Cleared it out, said the gigabyte, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Gigabyte? Was like unfilling.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? No, the storage space was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You're
less
going,
full,
you're right.
less full, okay?
full.
Less full. And I was like, great, okay, this is going to work. I'm going to get this now. I have got, I think it's 1,750 unread emails from 2012.
Yeah.
They're showing up now. So I can't find my emails that have come through in the last 6 months. It's the ones from 2012 that I haven't opened.
Oh, so you've gone from oldest to new.
No, but I don't know. I'm trying.
That's just a click down arrow.
I had marked unread. And now it's showing. I know Tech Dave is probably looking at me going, I know exactly what's wrong.
Then, no?
I
I know I roughly know what's going
But
on.
I'm not going to lie to you. I sat there last night when I was unfilling my storage and I thought, I am so good at technology. Like, I know what I'm doing. I am unfilling this. I know how to do this. I went into managed storage. I was able to get in to delete. Now, I don't know how you like mass delete things. So I was going one by one. And then I had to go to the bin and then clear that out one by one. And so it took me literally hours. So I have a little bit of storage left. But then I thought, haha, 1,700 emails came in. I was like, I'm definitely not that popular. That can't be from recently. And when I opened it, I was like, oh dear, this is from 2012. And then I was seeing things that like I really didn't want to see that reminded me of that time.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, bad times. So I don't know how to get into my emails.
Yeah.
I'm locked out.
Because like my Hotmail was the thing, but like I only ever used Hotmail when, you know, I had what was it called? MSN Messenger.
Well, is that where I'm at then? Am I still on Bebo in terms of like moving on with emails?
You know, Bebo is like non-existent
I
anymore,
know, but is nobody using Hotmail so
nobody?
much so?
Well, I mean, there are people that use Hotmail, but they really need to get a life because.
So I'm embarrassing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a bit embarrassing.
Okay. I mean, it's
like
solid.
my Hotmail was pictureisgod@hotmail.com.
Okay, yeah, but answer me this, right?
Because I thought it was cool when it would pop up when I was using MSN Messenger and it would pop up on like a mate's profile and picture is God is just signed in.
But it goes with everything of today. Why did we have to move away from Hotmail? I mean, you look at Gmail and everybody uses it. Is it because it's new and shiny? I mean, we had Bebo and then Facebook came along.
It's efficient. Hotmail was never efficient. It was always fucking all over the place.
What's wrong with it? All you need to get is emails.
Its interface was just everywhere. It was just ugh.
And you had MSN, yeah?
Yeah, but like nobody uses MSN anymore.
I probably do.
You're sending people nudges and they're not coming on.
I just think that, you know, we're always looking for...
You're spelling Sursh out with like emojis and fucking love hearts.
There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. But we're always looking for the next shiny new thing, whether it's social media, whether it's a new phone. There was nothing wrong with the Nokia 3210.
Oh no, the Blockia.
All we needed to do was play Snake and send a message and a call. And
do you remember, like, for the 3310s, I remember they brought out a protective case for the 3310, and it's like, what in the name of Jesus do you need a protective case for the 3310? And then somebody come along and go, it's for the floor when you drop it.
Oh, to
like,
protect
it was
the floor.
indestructible.
Yeah. It was indestructible. Now you drop an iPhone
and you'd be on a
case.
charge for days.
Yes. They were the cheese.
Like, why can't Apple have a charge for days?
Because they want you to buy the next one. And that's the truth. But it's the same with everything. We didn't need to keep moving, and I haven't moved on.
No.
And I'm happy.
You really haven't moved on. Because I'm a bit sort of bad with new, like when new social media, like TikTok. I know, like, and I'm Dave, I promise I'm getting to it. We should be on TikTok.
We should be on TikTok, yeah.
Because that's the new thing to do to promote your whatever. But I just can't.
I can't either. I tried.
And Dave, I promise I'm going to get around to it.
I made a TikTok account a few years ago and put up a few videos of me and my cat dancing. Okay? And I don't know if anybody else finds this, but the amount of abuse you get on TikTok
for being
as a platform.
Cat lady.
Just, I mean, on Instagram, people think it's cute or, oh, bless, she's a bit sad with her cat. On TikTok, they rip you apart.
Oh, really?
Oh, they're
that would have been.
vicious.
You see, I used to rip you apart with your cat anyway.
But it was really like
your cat was a horrible cat.
That's really rude. Really rude. Sorry, I'm taking a quick drink. Take that back right now. You loved her.
Susan Boyle.
It's not her fault she shat in a wall.
It is her fault she shat in a wall. Well, it's somebody's fault she shat in a wall.
I bought her
so
cat
it's either
milk.
you or the cat.
I bought her cat milk. Don't ever do that if you have a cat. But TikTok, yeah, we're getting around to it, but
Yeah.
I found it very
But like I
upsetting,
remember like
the
'cause
abuse.
I was kind of when Snapchat first became a thing.
I never was on Snapchat.
Neither was I, and I was really reluctant to do it because I was like, no, I'm definitely not signing up to this. And then everybody was on it, so I said, oh, right, go on.
I heard that's the cheating app.
The cheating app?
Yeah, that's where you go to cheat.
Oh, right.
Because
okay.
do the messages and pictures not disappear?
They disappear after 24 hours, yeah.
So that's ideal, obviously.
Yeah. But I remember then when signing up to it, and like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing on Snapchat. So I remember I had seen somebody that I didn't like on Snapchat. They had added me or whatever it was. Or I was able to see their story. Sorry. They had added me and I was looking at their story and I was like, oh, what a gee bag. And I screenshotted the story and went, did you see that? And she texted the person I sent to text me back on, she can see that you've taken a screenshot.
Oh,
went,
no, that's the worst.
Sorry. she can see that I've taken a screenshot. Yeah, it'll come up on her phone. Dan has taken a screenshot.
I have said that to you loads of times for like random things, Instagram, whatever.
It doesn't for Instagram.
Are you sure?
It used to.
But it doesn't anymore.
I did this test with somebody before, and it doesn't. For Instagram, it doesn't anymore.
Okay, that's good because
it used to, and I remember doing it once and went,
I'm too afraid. I really am.
Yeah.
Oh no, but I think
screenshots are dangerous.
They are dangerous, but also just technology in general, where you can get random people just sending you requested messages now, and it can say anything at all.
Oh yeah,
like that was never a thing. Obviously, back in the day, you had to actually approach someone. I got one yesterday.
Oh.
And like, I know this is really mean, and we shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
But
this was the one that you sent me. Yeah. That you took a screenshot of.
Muscles from Brussels.
Muscles from Brussels.
But immediately it was a requested message. Okay, and what do you do if you get a requested message? Before you even read it, you look at the picture of the person.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You go and judge them, which is not ideal.
You've judged them already.
Judged them already. So then what they said...
But they weren't off to a great start.
No, they weren't off to a great start. No.
It was like...
Okay, I'm just going to bite the bullet now. Are you single? Will you go for a drink with me?
Oh, that was the first... Okay, well, like... Yeah.
Like, has he not listened to the podcast?
Well, that's also quite true. Yeah.
I like dad bods.
You do like dad bods.
I don't like anyone that goes to the gym, especially not...
Big,
muscly... What's that cartoon? Oh, the one with the, not Popeye, the other one. Oh, I can see him in my head. Blonde hair, big kind of mohawk thing. Big, massive muscles. Johnny Bravo. He looked exactly like him without the hair.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. That's fair.
Oh, it's just, no. It's, you're kind of just open to anyone just contacting you now.
Yeah.
Can we not just go back to the Nokia where they can't do that? Unless they actually guessed your number.
Your text, like, do you remember, like, when text messages were essentially like tweets, you could only type up to like 200 characters at a time.
Yeah. And then, like, you get the likes of Twitter. I mean...
But then where would you be with your 30-minute voice notes?
I do like a voice note, yeah.
Like, you send podcasts.
I do.
You and Tara.
I'm a massive fan of podcasts.
Yeah.
But I was talking about Twitter there quickly, where you could, or people have in the past... Donald Trump put up things that they may have regretted.
Oh yeah, and that's there forever.
Yeah,
unless you delete it, of course.
Exactly, but everybody can see it. Like you could delete that tomorrow, and the amount of people that have already seen it, like it's immediate. But yeah, in terms of phones, I need Snake, I need no internet, and I need WhatsApp. But WhatsApp only to send. I don't want anyone being able to call me. Just WhatsApp.
Did they not bring back the Nokia?
They
3310 for a while, and it only had Snake and it had WhatsApp, and they were the only things it had.
There's people that will still be using those phones because they just don't want to buy into the new age. But you can't. You'll just isolate yourself. You kind of have to.
Yeah.
But the only benefit to having an iPhone or new technology is WhatsApp being able to send podcasts.
A voice note. Yeah.
Podcasts. I love them so much.
Like, I mean, yeah, but like I really like I wish that it hadn't gone to a point where I have this, because I don't need any of this in my life.
No, but you do though at the same time, because your work emails are on it.
But like this isn't a work phone, and I had this argument with somebody the other day that if your employer requires you to be contactable, and especially outside of your work hours, I'm sorry, if this is not a work phone, this is my phone and I'm paying for this phone, you're not paying me for this phone, so actually outside of work hours you can go fuck.
Yeah, but it's the unspoken nowadays that if you're not available all the time 24/7, that are you interested in your job?
But yeah, obviously, but not like, okay, if you want me to be interested in my job outside of my work hour, pay me.
Yeah, but then like that, other people will do it for nothing. Do you get me?
I'm looking forward to the first court case that somebody takes here against their employer for breaching the new legislation that was brought forward, the new laws about the right to disconnect. I can't wait for somebody to bring that up, because that's going to open up a chestnut of shit against companies.
Will that go through though? I don't think it will.
I think it would. If somebody put it, and I'm sure somebody and their lawyer is working on a case as we speak. There has to be. There has to be somebody working on a case.
I mean,
like
it's
this.
a good idea. I think there should be, but like people work different hours. People work different, you know what I mean? Like differently. Like some people really like working in the evening. Some people really like working in the morning on their phone. People can actually work on their phone now, like me.
I'd love to be in the public gallery at that first court case. Love to be.
Oh,
Because
like,
I know it's going to open up a Pandora's box of shit.
but it could be just like the smoking ban, where it's just this is coming into effect, and that's the end of it.
Yeah.
And then you know
you can't be contactable.
You won't be contactable.
No.
Yeah, outside of your working hours.
Yeah. And that's the way I want it to be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe it will happen. Who knows? You're like, yeah. Not looking at my boss.
I can't do a yeah. I can't do a counter argument on that. But yeah, like they're like it doesn't take a really thick person to have a tech fail. It can just happen.
Yeah, it can just happen. But also, most people are computer literate. Most people are. Because they're learning it in school now.
I know somebody who, well, that is true.
Like
That
it's
is true.
There's kids that are way more
Ahead of us.
advanced than me.
Yeah.
Way more.
I would for when we were at that age.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah. They're like, they almost come out of a womb knowing how to
Yeah, they're like on their iPads.
play YouTube shorts or whatever.
But like when we had video games back in the day, or Game Boys, like I liked the Game Boy, you know, maybe for half an hour a week.
Yeah.
But I didn't really like it.
No,
Whereas
I wasn't addicted.
boys, girls, doesn't matter. They would spend all day on an iPad now.
Or a phone or whatever.
I just wouldn't have the interest when I was younger. So who knows where that's going to go. But I am probably the most illiterate of all the people, unfortunately. And I'd love to be better, but I'm just not, and I don't care enough. So I'm just going to continue not. But you do everything for me, which I love.
I do everything for you.
You do. Yeah.
Yeah. Like editing and... To be fair, though, before this great studio came along, we had a great little arrangement.
We did.
When we started this podcast.
I will feed you.
Yeah. And I will do all the editing.
Yeah. And I mean, I didn't know when you'd leave, do you internally hate me? Or
No, you fed my belly.
Is it brewing? Is there a fight brewing where he feels he's doing all
Sursh,
the
would you
work?
ever fucking take out your laptop and fucking edit that piece there?
Now I don't have a laptop. So I can't do
Now I
anything.
know that.
Yeah. But I did. I was like, I will do anything other than having to learn how to do
you put a chicken tikka masala with Pashwani naan in my belly and I'm happy.
Just for anyone listening, I don't cook, so it's definitely not homemade.
No,
it's bought.
definitely not.
But yeah, I will do that over learning how to do.
I used to
anything.
cook for you as well.
You did. That's a whole other podcast.
That is a whole other podcast, and we will get to that at some point. That has been episode 21 of Tragic 2 Podcast. Thanks very much indeed. You can catch us on our Instagram page at Tragic2Pod. Give us a follow, and we're also on YouTube as well, so get on there and hit that subscribe button too. We'll see you for episode number 22.
Bye.
See ya.
Yeah.